Hi guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a great weekend, and as always, thank you for subscribing. And this is GP Reactions, and this is a track that I don't know whether I've heard or not. I have heard of this band, and but I'm not sure if I've heard this track. So this is the Kane Gang, and this is a track called Gun Law, and it's taken from an album, The Bad and Lowdown World of the Kane Gang. And I think the album came out in about 1984 or 1985, so I'm not kind of like entirely sure. I'm not even sure whether this track was kind of released as a single, but I kind of believe it's from the same album as I'm trying to think of the name of the other track that they had, which was kind of quite famous. I think it's called The Closest Thing to Heaven. That's definitely a track I'm going to revisit as well. But in the meantime, I thought I'd just try out this track as it kind of randomly pops up on my YouTube for some reason. And I thought, oh, I recognise that name. So without further ado, I'm going to click on this track by the Kane Gang and see what it's all about. This is the Kane Gang with Gun Law. Here we go. That's very kind of spaghetti westernish already. Oh, okay.
Needless stage affair, playing to a paying crowd. What is hoped for inside of her will soon be said out loud. Say it out loud. Dreams are at the end of the road, and you drown out my voice when you robbed me of all hope and said you had no choice. You had no choice. Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to pause it there. I kind of really enjoyed this video. I've never heard this song before, and what I kind of do remember is I do remember the lead singer from this group, and it's kind of really interesting that the other singer, the other chap in his group, is actually taking the kind of lead vocals, but it kind of like their sort of harmonies kind of working perfectly. Two different styles, sort of kind of reminds you like Tears of Fears kind of combo, and I'm also loving the kind of imagery. Clearly this is about something to do with lawlessness and kind of I don't know, murder. It might be there might be like a double meaning to this song, but I can't kind of really see it. The imagery is a bit kind of overwhelming, so I kind of think that it's probably talking about, I'm trying to think what was going on in 84, 85 that would necessitate a kind of a song like this. I can't think there was anything really going on because we didn't have I don't know if there's any mass shootings in America. It's a bit of a morbid tangent I'm going off on, but I guess if there was, then this could be a song kind of relating to that. But yeah, it's kind of a really effective video so far.
abandon a great divide. At the end of a long decline, the guilty will be tried. Oh, yeah. Oh, here it comes. Here it
That was a Kane Gang with Gun Law, and it kind of felt a lot different, this one, to what I kind of vaguely remember The Closest Thing to Heaven was like. And yeah, this felt like it had like maybe not a message, but it was a kind of reflection of there's areas in the world where what we kind of understand as law and order don't really kind of exist. You know, kind of as the kind of rules it is for law. And I think listening to the lyrics, it kind of like really sort of struck home with me. I think if we were to change gun law to knife law, then that would probably have like a stronger meaning, like right now for UK, or as we were probably kind of 8-10 months ago, before we went into lockdown, where a lot of crime kind of like locked down as well, it seemed. And but before that we had a knife epidemic, and it didn't seem like there was any the law of the street was law of a knife, really. And there's like I think it was the last verse where it says, "When my dreams are at the end of a road, and you drown out my voice, when you rob me of all hope, and you said you had no choice, you had no choice." Well, isn't this kind of generally what happens when, kids, pull a knife on someone, and whether it's in some kind of pseudo retribution for something, it's like they kind of feel they kind of felt they had no choice. They might be in a gang, and that gang has peer pressure, and they've gone out, they stabbed somebody. Now they're going to go down for, maybe many years, and really they did have a choice, but they kind of felt they had no choice, and they kind of robbed somebody of their life, basically. And even in the kind of first verse, there's kind of hint that, of kind of peer pressure. It's a needless staged affair, playing to a baying crowd. What is all points? I don't care. I'll soon be said out loud. It'll soon be said out loud, singing out loud. Oh yeah, gun law, here it comes. Knife law. So again, that kind of like reaffirms my kind of feelings that peer pressure can lead to people doing the most terrible things. I kind of can't go into detail, but I had a neighbour, and he was a young lad. I didn't know him, and in fact, I've probably seen him once. Well, he's kind of now serving a life sentence because he decided to go into a shopping area with a friend and stab somebody to death. And I just, God, what goes through people's minds to kind of think, that's the best course of action to kind of follow. Do they not realise that they're going to get caught? But it does seem like it's a different law on the streets with some of these people. So yeah, very, very thoughtful song. I kind of like the intro with the whole spaghetti western thing, and I kind of feel that set the mood for the song, and it was nice that on the outro it was there again. I love the guitar. I think there's two guitars playing, and there was kind of one that kind of really kind of felt like it set the pace of the song, and I kind of felt that felt like a rush, and it was like that kind of rush that people kind of get when just before the red mist descends and they kind of do something. So yeah, I liked. It's very well thought out kind of composition, I thought, and it was a shame that I don't believe the Kane Gang did many albums. At least I don't know if they did. And it was a shame for me that they were kind of only short lived, because I really kind of liked their main single that they had in the UK Top 40, which I can't remember how it goes, but I'm definitely going to have to revisit that one. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and please join me in the comments below if you have any thoughts or feelings about this song, and yeah, till next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll have more reactions for you soon.